Okay, so I'm pretty excited right now because I came out here to start digging my hole for my post, and I thought it was going to be a little bit drier than it is. Uh, where we're at, it's a really heavy soil. So as it starts drying out in the spring, the soil starts cracking and it gets really hard. It's not very fun to dig. You'll see some of the tools I have over here to get through it. But I dug my first little shovelful through, and you'll see that here is the first, well, I didn't drop it. Here is what the first couple of inches looks like. It's pretty light, but then when you get down past that first layer, super dark. That means that it's going to be a lot easier to dig. This post hole should not take me very long at all to get dug, which is super cool. I was a little bit concerned because there is some cracking on the surface around the property that I might have a little bit of a job in front of me, but this is going to be a piece of cake. Okay, I didn't do a very good job of explaining why dark made it easier to dig. And what dark means in this soil versus light is that there's moisture in it. I have about 4 to 6 feet of clay, heavy clay soil, and then you hit a layer of hardpan that I have not been able to dig through by hand yet, but I'm going to try to go down 3 feet. But I thought a better way to represent like the moisture in the soil, if you couldn't see the color difference, is as I go down here, I can take and actually make a little ball. And this is actually a way in ag we'll use to measure how much moisture there is in the soil. Well, depending on the soil type, you can actually go out and there's different methods to go out and measure soil moisture, but one of the simple, easiest ways, in a heavy clay, it's pretty easy to do, but you can see I'm able to make a ribbon, and not super great or super big, but depending on how you're doing and what method and how long that ribbon is and the soil type, you can actually come up with, this is how much moisture is in the soil. For my purposes today, it just means that there's plenty of moisture to make the dirt soft and make it a lot easier for me to dig. But I thought that the ribbon might be a better way of showing that than trying to show the colors. So if you didn't know before, now you know. So I just finished up the last part of the horse corral project. I went ahead and made sure that Jelly Bean wouldn't be able to get into where we store hay. Got a gate put up. I think Jelly Bean's pretty excited. We're about ready to let her out, but I think Riley being here would be appropriate for that. So we'll go get Riley, and Riley can let Jelly Bean out.
Should I take her out?
I mean, she's smart. Why walk to the food if it's right in front of you? Well, that was pretty uneventful.